Hello. The muscle group that we're going to talk about now is the glute muscles. Okay? The gluteals or the glute muscles are formed by three different muscles: the gluteus maximus, the gluteus medius, and the gluteus minimus. Right now we're going to talk about the gluteus maximus. The action of this particular muscle is to do extension of the hip. It will also assist on lateral rotation of the hip, and the uppermost fibers of the glute will assist on abduction of the hip joint. Okay, this muscle is the main or the strongest extensor of the hip, but it's more engaged when you're coming from a flex position that is beyond 90 degrees. So when you're coming from 90 degrees of flexion, this is when this muscle is mostly involved. Other than this, if you're not all the way down to 90 degrees of flexion, the hamstrings muscle will be more active in the action of extension. But we're not going to get too technical right now in terms of that. So again, the glute maximus will perform extension of the hip, assist on lateral rotation of the hip when the hip is extended, and the uppermost fiber will assist on abduction of the hip. As we move forward, you have deeper to the gluteus maximus. You can see on this image that the muscle has been cut in order to present the gluteus medius. The gluteus medius and the gluteus minimus overall have the same function. They perform abduction of the hip. They will assist on medial rotation of the hip, and they will assist on extension of the hip. That will be mostly the posterior fibers, and slight lateral rotation, but again, that will be mostly the posterior fibers. So the actions that we're going to concentrate right now on the gluteus medius are basically abduction and internal rotation of the hip. The next muscle is the gluteus minimus, which is deeper to the fibers of the gluteus medius. So again, these muscles have the same actions as the gluteus medius, which are abduction and medial rotation of the hip. And that's the relationship between the glutes. So one thing that you can review is, again, the gluteus maximus main action is extension of the hip, and the gluteus medius and minimus, they always work together in abduction of the hip and also internal rotation of the hip. So that's the action of the glutes muscles.